Mr. A's back. Hitting the second part of 4.5, solving logarithmic equations this time. So what do you do when you have logs in your equation? You've got a couple of different options. I'm going to show you an example first, and then I'm going to go through and give you some step-by-steps, and then we can probably do another example. First of all, you have to remember all your logarithm properties from before. Logarithm properties, remember, if I'm adding two logs together, that you can rewrite as a single log. And that's going to be pretty much the whole name of the game here. You want to be able to write as much as you can as a single log on one side. So this is going to turn out to be the log of x times 2x plus 1. And you might have written it as 2x plus 1 times x. Doesn't matter. Then equals log of 8, giving x plus 8. Now remember, much like when we were doing exponentials before, when I would have, let's say, something like, say, 5 to the x is equal to 5 to the third. And you say, well, x has to equal 3 because we're taking the same base to powers. And if by the properties of equality, that means that the two exponents have to be equal. Same thing here. We're taking the log of two different things. We're saying that those two logs are equal. So that means the things that we're taking the logs of also must be equal. So because of that, we can then say x, I'm going to go ahead and do the math here. So 2x squared plus x, because again, I'm multiplying this out, is equal to x plus 8. And then at this point, we solve. Now, just for sake, oops, I'm sorry, that should be squared. My apologies. So when you do this, you move everything over to one side. When we subtract everything else over, you're going to get this. So then I get factor out 2. So then at this point, you've got 2 times x plus 2, x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, I do know that you could have moved the 8 over, divided it through by 2, took the square root of both sides. Just for sake of ease, I'm doing it this way so we have some consistency. X is going to either equal 2 or x equals negative 2. Now, while we're not quite done because we need to make sure that we double check to see if these answers work up here. Remember, you can only take logarithms of numbers larger than 0. So in this case, this is not going to work because that's going to make, that would be a problem right there. Okay, so your final answer is x equals 2. Now we've got some, as I said, step-by-step things here for you. So when you're solving logarithmic equations, you've got a couple of different options. First of all, you need to simplify the logs on either side into a single log. Okay, that's step 1. After that, you have to ask yourself, do I have logs on one side or both sides of the equation? Because what's going to happen now is this. If it's only on one side, you're going to rewrite the equation in exponential form. So the base, set it all that up from there. And then over here, if you got 2, you do what we just did. You set the two logs equal to each other, or set the interiors of the logs equal to each other. And then from there, you come back, and then you're just going to solve the resulting equations like you normally would. Okay, like the last one, we had a quadratic, we solved it, and then just check your answers. Okay, so that's the real quick, easy way. I've run out of time, so hopefully that works. I will try to get another example up when I can. Thanks. Talk to you later.